What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Power of I Am. I am Eric. I am all that is. I am love. I am perfection. I am always chosen. I am everyone's top priority. No one is better than me. No one compares to me. Claim it. All right. I wanted to get on here today really quick to talk about identity as a whole when it comes to each and every one of your desires. I'll give examples of each. Since about 90% of you are specific person related, I'll kind of angle it towards that, but I'll also give other examples as well. All right, first, anyone wants to work with me, the link is in the description. Anyone wants to join the membership channel full of gold and live streams while I answer all of your questions without the trolls. It's all the way at the bottom in the description. Tier 2 has it all. Tier 1 is live stream only. All right. Scripture time. The instruction manual. Okay. I'm not here giving you the religious meaning of it. But it's all going to tie into what I speak of today. All right. The first one is what I have tatted on my arm. I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't know if that camera just caught it, but it's in one of my shorts. You can see me driving with it. Exodus 3:14, where God tells Moses, I am that I am. Right? I am that I am. Basically proclaiming to himself to be absolute, right? I am that I am. The second I am being the answered prayer. You are who you choose to be. Proclaiming the God within you, right? Which leads me to John 8:58, right? Where the Christ who represents our awareness also says, truly, truly, I say to you, before Abraham was, I am. So basically, before anything ever existed, we did as consciousness, as divine light, as it all. Let there be light, right? So where am I going with this? I'll get there. All right. But first, Romans 8:18. And now if you guys saw the story about how I changed my life or shifted out of that life, I should have mentioned this in there, but this can go in any single one. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. In other words, no matter how bad things seem, right? No matter how bad, they're not worthy to be compared to the glory that you experience when you see the heaven that you chose materialize. Right? And finally, Matthew 10:33, but whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father who is in heaven. Now, a lot of the big religious meaning of this is accepting, the Lord Jesus Christ as your Savior in order to get into heaven, right? Well, what this means is, for what we're talking about here in the instruction manual of how our minds work in manifestation, is when you claim to be something, right? You're using the Christ within you, your awareness, your imagination, whatever you're speaking of, thinking from, assuming, visualizing, hearing, it's done. It's coming from within you, right? So you're claiming to be that. And then you must believe in it and trust in it and trust in that Christ awareness within you, that it is done in order for you to receive it. No matter the circumstances that I mentioned earlier that can seem so fucking terrible, but when you receive the glory, it doesn't compare. But denying me is denying what you just saw, or who you claim to be within, what you just decreed, what you just spoke into existence. You denied those imaginal acts is the representation of divine denying the Christ within you, and then the Father denies you. So when you deny your imaginal act by looking to the outside circumstances and then trusting in the 3D physical world, or trusting in what someone said instead, or allowing things outside of you to tell you who you are, then you just denied that Christ awareness within you, and you won't experience your heaven. You lock the gates. Instead, you're going to bring in hell into your heaven and experience that expressed on the screen of space. So that's what it means is, if you deny me, my Father will deny you in heaven, because all you have to do is believe you have received it, no matter what you see, and it is yours, using your God's eye. Okay? Not your physical senses. All right, so I want to talk about identity. I am that I am. You are who you choose to be the second you claim it, whether you see it or evidence of it or not. You have to understand you are that very thing. And the more you return to that concept, that idea, that identity, the more you remind yourself of it when it comes to mind, the more you embody it. Now, I'm sure you've heard a lot of people say what I'm about to say. It's not about, the specific person. You know what? I don't like this SP word anymore. I don't. I think it should be banned, because what is the first thing that comes to mind? I know it means specific person, but what is the first thing that comes to mind when you guys see SP? It's almost automatic that it's someone you do not have. Oh, my SP. I saw movement. So you translate that. I saw movement with the person I don't have. Oh, I saw this with the person I don't have. I want to do this with the person I don't have. I am affirming for the person I don't have. Get the person you don't have by Valentine's Day. Watch out for that. Brace yourself, guys. Brace yourself. Your YouTube algorithm, aside from like four of the good channels, is going to be filled with get them by February 14th. Get them by February 13th at 11:59 p.m., bro. I swear. It's coming. But anyway. Find out what they're thinking before Valentine's Day, bro. All right. I gotta go off a tangent. All right. SP, what I was saying, I don't like the term SP because it's like, even though it stands for a specific person, it's associated with a love interest that you do not have. So it's like when I see that, it's like, oh, the SP, oh yeah. So it's like, it's the person you want. It's your man. It's your girl. It's your person. Like, I hate the SP term. Anyway, done with that. But you've heard it's not about them, and I've said it. It's about you. But now I'm really going to explain what that means, is how is it about you, and how to apply it to experience this of how it's you, because it's not about outside things. You are all that is. You already have everything within you. You are that I am. You are the I am, all that is, right? So, well, how's the self-concept? What's going to mean that I can get them? Well, it's not just about I'm confident and I'm sexy. I said this before, and I'm this. No. It's about being the person, the version of you that is experiencing the version of them that's choosing you, that's in love with you, right? I'm sure you've heard that before. But explain, bro. Let me do it. So, to embody the identity that has this person, you need to look at it, since they're just a speck. Your woman or man, person, is just a little speck of quantum particle in your reality. You're the center of it all. So to make them bigger than you and they become your God, that's where we're doing it wrong. Okay? So you are the identity who always, this is who you need to become. This is who you need to claim to be. Whenever you think about this, you use my morning mantra as your foundation. And now this right here, in regards to this area of your life where we're talking about right now, is all the extras. It's the pool, it's the extra garage you put on, the little movie theater you want to put in your house, whatever. This is the extras. You are to become, or to claim to be, the identity that always experiences the perfect love. You're the identity that whoever you choose chooses you. You're the identity that whoever you want wants you more. That every person that you want and attract checks off all the boxes. You're the identity. You're that guy or girl, right? That everyone fights to commit to, is loyal to, treats them like a queen or a king. That is who you have to embody because it's your whole reality as a whole. And now you become the identity that experiences the perfect love that is always chosen because you choose them, right? That wants you more because you want them, because you're choosing to experience them, right? That wants everything you want right now. You are basically a dream partner magnet, and everyone is irresistible to you. Everyone instantly falls in love with you. You experience love everywhere you go. You are intensely loved because, like I say in the morning mantra, you are love itself. You become that identity. Then it becomes normal for you to automatically assume, like it is your first name, to automatically know and not think twice that who I meet, which is this particular person, automatically is checking off all the boxes. I'm not going to sit here and think the worst of them because I already know that to be true. I'm not going to worry if they like me because everyone I want wants me more. I'm not going to worry about, oh, I wonder if they're going to commit to me because everyone that I choose or I'm interested in fights to commit to me because they know I'm the prize and I'm intensely loved because I'm love itself. They see in me everything I claim to be. They see that in me and it's natural. Now, let me give some more explanations of this so you can understand it from other areas. Now, if look at a person who identifies as, and I mentioned this in my inspired action video briefly, someone who identifies as being broke. Now, everything they do, every the actions they take, it doesn't matter what they say to people. It doesn't matter if they don't try to figure out they're doing something right. They don't ask somebody, "Hey, bro, I wonder if my negative manifestation to prove I'm broke is here yet, bro." No. When you're embodying an identity, the world gives you who you are. The world will always give you who you are. That power within you is giving it to you. You're giving it to yourself because you're embodying that person who believes to be broke. So then any action you take, doesn't matter what you do, doesn't matter who you talk to, right? Doesn't matter who you cut off in traffic. It will always lead to you more proof. You'll always be led to more proof that you are broke. And in the same sense, in contrast, someone who identifies as being successful, nothing but success, all they do is win. When they embody that and they know that to be true about themselves, right? That's their automatic assumption. Now, both these identities have their logical mind on board because it's been there long enough. They've been claiming this long enough. Everything they do will lead them to more evidence of them being successful and bringing in more money because that's who they are. They're not wondering, should I do this? Should I do that? No, everything they do naturally brings them more proof of that thing. And they're not trying to do anything. They're not affirming in the corner. It's just who they are. More success. Right? So those natural actions they take will always prove to that. So now, when you embody the identity, like I mentioned earlier, all those aspects of love and how people see you, how the world sees you, is how you identify yourself, and all of these things. So then now everything you do will lead you to experience by just being, by just existing, will lead you to draw to you, be magnetized, be a magnet for all of those things. And then now, if you have an intention, like you see a person like, wow, I like that one. I want to experience them. I want them. I want something with them. Then you automatically experience that perfection and love that is you already. And you don't think twice. Every action you take always works out. Everything goes with the flow. That's the flow of everything, because it's you're that identity. And then they make it obvious they want to commit to you. They show you things that shows they check off all the boxes, and that they choose you, and that they want you more than you want them. Because that's who you are. That's what you have to experience. And they're just a part of all that is you. They're just a part of it. They're not separate from you. They never are. No one is. And that's how you can have everyone you want. Right? Because if that's you're the identity experiencing that, of course they choose you. And you wouldn't even wonder or question it or think they could choose someone else. Because that's how it has to be. And if everyone's like, oh, something about the free will, bro. What if Tabitha likes her too? What if Johnny likes her, or something like that? Well, Mark 11:24 doesn't say, therefore I tell you what you ask for in prayer, meaning whatever you believe to be true. Believed you received it, and it is yours, unless Johnny from high school wants the same girl, bro. Then I can't help you. It doesn't say that. It also says my Father's house has many mansions. So if you think about it, my Father's house has many mansions. Believed you received it, and it is yours. It's a promise. That's all you have to do. So if there's 8 billion people in the world, then that means that there's got to be a small chance that some people might want the same things. And if the promise is true for them all, and the Father's house has many mansions, that must mean there are infinite realities in the quantum field. So that means you're selecting versions of things and people with your own perceptions of self and of them in accordance to how you view yourself. So now, another way to make this even more clear. Are you ready? Now, what most people, most coaches do is go with the technique. Just do this. Just do one technique. Just repeat something over and over again. And you're good. Now, let me ask you something. If you're a person who identifies with and is used to being left, not being chosen, not being loved, who says, I always have the worst luck in life. Now, if that identity, what they've been embodying for so long, says, I'm in a happy committed relationship with this person, excuse me, and they're so in love with me. Now that identity is saying that. That doesn't make sense. That identity doesn't experience those things. So unless you proclaim to be and choose to be the identity that experiences the perfect love that what I mentioned before, those techniques may force you in that awareness where it'll come in, but then it doesn't last. It's not sustainable because you're still that identity that doesn't experience love, that doesn't get chosen, that has the worst luck, right? So it doesn't fit. Then it's like they go away again. But because you're that identity, you don't even have to try. All your natural actions, thoughts, behaviors naturally lead to you experiencing a love that's never there, a love that leaves, a love that doesn't choose you and prioritize you. And you don't have to try for that because that's naturally who you are embodying. Just like that guy that expects the worst all the time. That's his identity, the victim. And what do they say? He doesn't have to try. He sets an intention now. From that identity, from any identity, you set an intention and things come flying in because that's who you are. It's easy. So then they're like, oh, watch, bro. Watch. I guarantee you, bro. This is definitely happening to me, bro. Like something great could have just happened to somebody, but they're so blind to the other things. And that happened to me. And that's going to be my next video. My next video is going to be a great one. Oh, it's going to be a great one. It's about abundance, but all the areas of life, not just money, but it's going to be a great eye opener. But they'll be like, oh, watch this happen to me, bro. And then that fucking thing happens. And they're like, see, I told you. That happened, one, because they set the intention and they knew that intention to be true based on the identity they're embodying. And their logical mind's on board. Their logical mind's not fighting that. Like, yeah, bro, of course, we always get the worst fucking luck. But then when you choose to become this new version of you that's experiencing this person loving you, when you choose it and make it about the identity and not them, like 100% you, you can do 95%. I like 100% now. And then now when you overcome that ego in your ear, bro, we always have bad luck. Nope. I am that guy that experiences the perfect love, that experiences, all these women that choose me, that want me more than I want them, that commit to me, are loyal to me, that treat me like a king, right? Eventually you become that. Now, when that ego is on board and is on your side, it protects you from bullshit now. Now you set intentions. You meet someone, you automatically assume that they feel the same way. You don't even have to try. Just like the bullshit identities, the broke identity, the successful one. It comes natural. It's a flow. Everything you do is the right move because you always have to be proven right. That's why I say, hey, guys, it's a great idea to train yourselves. And I have a video about that. It's 2 of them. How to train yourself to expect the best at all times, because that's what the world gives you. And it goes for everything is an identity. So be the person that experiences the perfection of love, of being chosen, of them wanting you more than you want them, of being the priority. All of these things, you are that guy. You are that girl. And then now, when you set the intention for them, that you're in a committed relationship, you go to the end with them, that everything is perfect with them, it makes sense to who you fucking are. All right? I hope that made sense, guys. And this goes for everything. Money, you got to be that guy or woman. Like I said, I used to be the identity that never had enough. So if I'm sitting there affirming, oh, got 50K, bro. I'm getting all this money, bro. But I'm the guy that never has enough. That doesn't make sense. It's identity. So I became the person who always had enough, whose everyday wealth increases. Those 2 made sense. And then whose business is booming, right? All that makes sense. It's the identity. What would the version of you be experiencing with that particular thing that you want, right? It's got to make sense. Otherwise, it's like you contradict it. It's not who you are, right? And you can be anyone at any time, any second, right now. I am that I am, who always experience the most perfect love there is. I am that I am, who always has more than enough, who every day their wealth increases. I am that I am. Be it before it, and then from that identity, select anything you want. All right, guys. I know you guys had a great day. I know you guys are going to have a great weekend. Stay tuned for my other video about my favorite Bible verse of all time that can apply to anything. And it's basically the secret to life. I mean, there's plenty of them in there, but this one, if you follow this, and I've mentioned it before, but it works for more than one area. That's coming soon, so stay for that. And I'll be going live on the members side Saturday, probably around 8 p.m. or so, but I'll announce it. Maybe I'll do a surprise live randomly too. I like the surprise lives, keep people on their toes. But anyway, I know you guys had a great day. I know you're going to have a great weekend, but just in case, I'll assume it to be great.